Hi again. Today I want to talk about the gentle art of delegation. Now, when we find ourselves in overwhelm, procrastinating, or just drowning in too many things to do, it's likely happening because we're not adequately prioritising and delegating tasks to others. And the reason we delegate is so that we can win back our own time to focus on really important tasks that are truly the best use of our attention. Yet sadly, contrary to what many people mistakenly think is delegation, actually turns out to be abdication. And I want to look at the difference between the two and share with you a process that will mean you're able to delegate with comfort and help you win back some of your time. Now, abdication means you hand over a task to someone without any further care or responsibility and expect, or should I say hope, that it gets done to the correct standard. But more often than not, abdication is going to result in frustration and annoyance when a task is inevitably not done to your satisfaction. On the other hand, delegation is about allocating a task while you still have responsibility for the final outcome. Now, when you delegate, you empower someone else to act on your behalf, and through the delegation process, the person doing the work or the task temporarily acquires some of your functions, your authority and your power. However, the final decision and responsibility for the outcome still remains with you. An effective delegation involves understanding and communicating exactly what you expect from the people that you delegate to. To start the process, you must have a defined task to delegate, something from the fun skills matrix in the last video. Have an appropriately skilled person or team to delegate the task to. Have an agreed way to communicate problems, progress and feedback. Have real clarity about the access to resources and the level of authority the person or the team gets. Have agreed completion dates for the task, and also have an understanding of what the consequences should be should the person or the team fail. The problem I find is that many people, when attempting to delegate a task for the first time, is they've forgotten what it's like not to know how to do the task, since doing the task comes naturally to them. They often find it difficult to clearly set out instructions for someone else to follow so that it can get done to the same high standards. For instance, if you were to tell someone how you got to work this morning, chances are you'd say something like, well, I walked to the bus stop and I caught a bus. If that's how you get to work. Or I got in a car and I drove. But that's big picture and not to the level of detail needed to delegate. It's more than likely to get to work, you open the car door, you sat in the driver's seat, you close the door, you put your seatbelt on, you check your rear view mirrors, you insert the key in the ignition or you push the ignition button, mirror signal manoeuvre and so on. But because we're so familiar with things, we routinely miss out on all the detail. It's a clever skill that we as humans have developed to make our lives easier. But when we're missing out on the detail, it can have varying effects depending on the person that you're delegating to. This is because different people have different levels of experience. And they'll be in one of 4 different stages of learning. They'll either have unconscious incompetence. The person is unaware of the skill deficit. At this level, they're a complete novice who needs education, mentoring and guidance. Conscious incompetence. You're at this level when you realise that you don't know what to do. This is when you have to focus or to learn or follow step-by-step instructions. And at conscious incompetence level, you need to be instructed, shown or have demonstrated what you need to do. You may also need to take notes or have access to information to prompt you to do the task in the right way. And then we've got conscious incompetence. And at this level, you can do the task reasonably well, but it's a bit clunky. And you have to focus on what we're doing each step of the way. When you're at this level, you have to really think about what it is you're doing to get it done properly. And the 4th stage is unconscious competence. We're experts at a task, and now we're able to do it on automatic pilot. We no longer have to think about it, we just do it. It's just wired in, it's in the muscle. Things like getting dressed, brushing our teeth, or writing our signature. So, when you're ready to delegate, you want to make sure that you recognise which of the 4 stages of learning the person that you want to delegate to is at. That way you can make sure that you pick the right person, have the right instructions for that person, and have the right balance between managing them and time that they need to actually do the task. The art of delegation is being clear on what you want ask others to do. Make sure that you've got the right checks and balances in place to ensure that what's delegated is done to your expectations. Now, as a suggestion, start small and consider one small task that you'd like to delegate. Then note down the step-by-step instructions that you would give to someone else so they could do the task to the standard that you expect, and then delegate it. Now, if you'd like a guide that takes you through the steps of delegation, just leave a comment below and I'll get it over to you. In the meantime, it only works, so give it a go. Take this from theory to practice to mastery, because you will thank me later. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.